Just an absolute grab bag of grody sounds. Oh, and we're recording.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to have to sync that up.
You want to start over?
No,
Okay. Okay.
it's a holiday,
It is.
and I'm closing down early.
Okay.
Hey, guys, thanks for listening to Cold Hands, Warm Hearts. That's it. We're going on break. Forever. It's done. It's not. Happy Memorial Day, guys. Say some words.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Cold Hands, Warm Hearts, episode
you're here.
103.
Doing it.
The neighbor just started mowing.
Yeah, it's Memorial
So
Day.
You're welcome, guys. Also, I'm more concerned about the phlegm than I am about the lawnmower.
I think
Do you love how deep and raspy I sound?
I'm more concerned about the
That's-
phlegm than the lawnmower is the episode title.
I like it. I like it. And it's where we are. Because, guys, it is Memorial Day today. We hope by the time this comes out, it will have been Memorial Day. We hope you had a meaningful one. We spent some time last night at our folks' house.
Yes.
Because it was Harry B's birthday
'Twas.
and Mom and Dad's 50th wedding anniversary. What a thing that is.
It's a long time.
It's a long time. And we did one of Mom's...
Almost as long as doing this podcast with you has felt. Doink. Guys,
Got me good.
hold on. Doink. These sound effects brought to you by our sound effects sponsor, Sweet D. And these mouth sound effects brought to you by Comedy Gold. Doink.
Anyway,
Trying to
guys.
do it. Trying to do it.
So last night we, yesterday evening we went over to Mom and Dad's and we had a delicious meal of ribs, all of the things. It was like summer on a plate.
Summer on a plate.
Kicked off summer
On a plate.
good.
Kicked summer off the plate. Guys, summer was on the plate, and I was like, get off.
Get out of here.
And I'll tell you where I'm kicking you. Straight into my face hole.
Yeah.
And then to the toilet bowl.
Anyway,
guys,
guys,
it's
stop
summer in a bowl.
Summer.
Guys, I got a real corn salad brewing. Guys, happy ribbon.
Brandon,
Ribbon gymnastics.
good
Ribbon dancing.
grief.
Yeah.
So not okay.
Don't catch me
I'm
on a-
talking about Mom and Dad's anniversary. Stop it.
Don't catch me on a bank holiday.
They...
Don't catch me on a bank holiday.
Guys, we had a great night.
It was
the
so
kids
great.
swam for like 4.5 hours.
Just a long time.
They were so pruny. And then we sat outside, which is one of Mom's favorite things to do.
Yeah.
And right now it's really special because we're in this very, very brief window
The only window.
in our state where you can sit outside and be comfy.
Yeah, well,
It was borderline.
it was. We were threatening.
The skeeters were out.
The swamp was cromping.
It was a little, but honestly, once the sun went down, it was great.
Yeah.
But I feel like having breathed in whatever's in the air, that's why we got the rasp today. I'm not going to talk about it because Brandon will make some comment about, well, here goes Ashley talking about the pollen.
Get out
But
your
guess
bingo
what?
cards. Get out your bingo cards, guys.
what?
She's talking pollen.
It's worse than ever.
Guys, we don't talk politics. We talk pollen, ticks. These are the things we talk. Because these are the primary points of concern in our existence. I don't know anything about politics, but I'll tell you one thing I do know. Pollen.
What's in the air?
What's in the air, guys? Listen.
It's cottonwood right now.
It's Lyme Disease City over here.
Yeah, that
and there's
too.
pollen. I don't know who I'm voting for.
But it was a great night, nonetheless. And if you live in Oklahoma, get outside because your
I thought you
window
were,
is
if you live in
small.
Oklahoma, get out. That's what I thought you were saying. It's like, golly.
Get
This message
outside.
not brought to you by the Department of Tourism for the state of Oklahoma. Pollen, ticks, get out.
You will pay for it the next day.
You're like
But
the-
get outside and have summer in a plate.
You're like the old man at the gas station at the beginning of a horror movie who's like, I wouldn't go up there if I was you about Oklahoma.
I wouldn't go in here if I was.
Ah, maybe you've heard of pollen. Bah, watch out. Ticks the size of your head. Bah.
Why do we live here?
Best corn in the county. So, summer on a plate.
Summer on a plate. Tell you what.
Anyway, get out.
But guys, we're here. It's in this summertime.
What?
Summer. For those of you whose lives have been dictated by the academic calendar, either as an educator, a parent, a guest student, congratulations.
Lunch ladies, lunch lords.
You made it.
You made it. You've done it.
You've done it.
You've done it. And guys, now's your time to shine. Let your hair down to hairnets off, baby. It's summer on a plate.
Sloppy Joe.
Sloppy Joe. Listen, guys, hairnets off.
Yeah.
Gams out.
Paint your toes.
Sun's out, buns out, guys. It's summer on a plate.
Summer's here. Summer's here. Oh, my word. It has been such a whirlwind of the end of the school year. I can't even tell you.
A lot.
Jeff was in Australia last week,
Oh,
and
wait.
it feels like we lived a lifetime in 7 days without him here
The toilets flush the other direction.
in Australia. That's what they say.
That's what they say. I've never been.
Nor have I.
Ticks big as your head.
They've got all the dangerous animals. in
Everything's trying to
Australia.
kill you there.
It really is. And before we get into what's been going on lately, speaking of Jeff in Australia,
He's the thing that's trying to kill you over there with his looks. Looks that kill.
looks at kill.
Oh, I might.
So he was in Australia, and on the way home, he was so exhausted,
How exhausted was he?
so exhausted,
I don't
and
get
to the
it.
point where you can't sleep because you're so tired,
Beyond overtired.
overtired. And so he said he flew Qantas Airlines home.
What?
I don't know why this made me.
Is that like a reputable airline, or is that like the
Qantas,
the
yeah.
sun country of Australia?
No. Qantas is a
Is
big
that
airline.
is that the Aldi of the skies?
No, but we're going to talk Aldi here in a minute. Oh, we'll talk Aldi because it was in your face.
That's your new podcast. Oh,
Talking Aldi.
Oh, we'll talk Aldi.
Aldi all day.
Aldi.
Listen. Okay, so Jeff was so tired on the way home, and typically he doesn't sleep great on flights, but
Which is shocking given the amount of
Right.
he's logged his 10,000 hours.
Oh.
He should be the greatest flight sleeper of all time.
all time. Now, on this particular flight, he was able to sit business class, which is awfully nice. I've never done it.
And can I say something?
Sure.
Can I say something?
Please.
Can I finish?
Please.
Okay. Without being interrupted, can I finish?
Zip.
Okay, so here's what I think.
Okay.
I think when I hear that someone's flying business class, first class, business class, classes in general,
Okay.
I feel so resentful. And I'm like, okay, here I am, slumming it back in Aldi, back in Coach, while you're up there. But I'll tell you what,
Okay.
the longer I've seen how frequently Jeff travels and what a strain that probably has to be, just the discomfort, the on the plane, off the plane, like the packing in, the do the things. I do not begrudge a business traveler like Jeff,
Right.
his business class.
Oh, thank you.
I just wanted to go on record as saying that I have for years, guys, check my Tumblr. I am a very, very, very vocal opponent and critic of business class.
Yeah, you
I've gone on rants, digital soapbox. I'm recanting today
Thank you.
on behalf of Churf Engle.
That's very kind.
He's a man,
That's very kind.
and he deserves his own plane.
Yeah. Well, and when you log so many hours, you get into their loyalty
Oh gosh,
programs.
I log so many
Anyway,
hours.
guys, you can, you get into these programs and you get upgraded and all these things. So when you're on a 17-hour flight,
If you let that joke go, that was going to get us a Webby. You cut me off way too
17
soon.
hours.
Okay, go ahead.
and so in business class, your seat sometimes reclines to like a bed.
Yeah, awesome. And you sometimes on those flights, when you're going like extra distance, they give you your like little pod, like a little sleep pod,
Do you know what else they give you?
hot towels,
And I didn't know this until
hot towels,
pajamas.
bidets. Oh, PJs, airplane PJs.
PJs.
Let's go. Are
Jeff-
they silk? Do they have your initials on them?
No, so here's what happened. I didn't even know this was a thing, but Jeff said, just offhandedly, I said, "Did you sleep on the flight?" And he goes, "Ashley, I slept for 7.5 hours on this flight, which is longer than
That's longer than I sleep in bed at a home.
I said." And I was like, "Oh my gosh, Jeff, because you were so tired." And he goes, "No, because I accepted the PJs for the first time in my
Dude,
life."
I can't wait. Jeff's going to be that guy who's sleeping in the airplane PJs at home. He's like the dude who gets the robe from the hotel and just slip slides around in it all weekend. Just big old pipe and hop cup of coffee and just he's wearing his Fairmont Hotel Terry's.
Listen, so I said, Jeff, I need to know more about the PJs. First of all, when he told me this, I busted out laughing.
It's hilarious. It's also the most privileged. You know what? No, forget it. I'm back to resenting business class. I've never been presented with anything more than literally the blanket from the bubonic plague,
Yes.
scratchy blanket.
That they wrap in the plastic to make you think they've washed it.
Right.
They haven't.
The blanket that William Wallace slept under in his cell before they disemboweled him in front of an angry mob the next day. Like these are the blankets that I'm getting given, made of straw, thatch. And here's Jeff, fresh from a silkworm's butt. Just cozy, sipping on mimosas in his sleep pod. Oh, I'm gonna sleep for an entire season of The Wire up here.
Listen, he has never accepted the PJs. I think because of that. I think he feels
because he's a man of the people.
It's very elitist. So I said, Jeff, type into the agenda what you want me to say about it. And so these are Jeff's words.
We're getting, guys, exclusive. We're getting Jeff's words. And, okay, guys, this is the first time we haven't been manipulating and twisting Jeff's words for you. He's actually speaking.
This is Jeff speaking for himself.
So what we're saying is this is going to be far and away the most eloquently said thing that's ever been said on this podcast.
1,000%.
Other than Crindy's reviews.
I said, are they one-size-fits-all PJs?
Great question.
And he said, no. But he said, they ask you what size, and then they bring you extra boxy size large.
You got to size up. You got to size up.
And they're made of T-shirt material, like jersey.
Okay, go ahead.
They have the airline logo.
Yeah, they do.
Qantas.
Yeah.
You feel like a real baddie. That's not the word he used. But you feel like a real baddie.
We just said we weren't going to manipulate his words.
I know, but this is a clean podcast.
He said, oh, got it.
You feel like a real baddie because it looks like you're walking around wearing a flying squirrel windsuit.
Dude,
The logo's a kangaroo.
Raise your arms and get swept to the bathroom.
You better hope that the seal is not broken on somebody's
Dude,
window.
it makes sense. You're like a wombat coming back. You're a marsupial.
Blown to the back of the
world's
plane.
cozy. Oh, I need to use the facilities, and you just arms out, and it just pulls you back.
And you have goggles. There's goggles in the pocket.
I just love the idea of Jeff polishing off a mimosa and a nice little cracker with creme fraiche and caviar on it, and then just arms out to the back, past all the peasants. Was that a first-class marsupial that just went past?
Listen.
Was that a privileged wombat who just swatted me in the forehead on his way to make? Welcome to Qantas. We're better than you.
Oh. But he said he slept like a baby for 7.5 hours, which is longer than he sleeps on any night at home.
Like a Joey tucked into his mom's pouch.
Ouch. Oh, but if this tells you how long this flight is, I think it's the one from Sydney to maybe DFW. I don't know. Whatever the hubs are. 17 hours, long enough to change into the jammies, change out of the jammies, which he said is a real issue. You have to be cognizant.
So here's the question
of timing.
Are you changing into your PJs in your seat? Or
you go to the bathroom?
Man, that's got to be tough because the size of the bathrooms in Qantas is significantly larger because I could not.
Business class. Because remember when he was sick on the way home from India and he was in the bathroom for 6.5 hours?
That was his barf pod.
He was in the actual bathroom for hours and hours. Oof. And it has to be big because those are not large bathrooms.
Anyway. That makes sense if there's a larger room to change into your airplane pajamas.
Right. So, and he also, this is how long the flight is. I don't know how long Dune 2 is. Dune 1 was long. He watched all of Dune 2.
Yeah.
He slept for 7.5, did some work, ate some meals.
Yeah.
It's a long flight.
Yeah. I mean, if you can sleep 7 hours and still have longer and still have more of the flight left than you slept.
Yep. It's awful.
But at least you're in your PJs.
At least you're in your PJs.
I mean, that's pretty great.
But then what if you wake up and the flight you're landing, there's no time to change out of it.
You
Do
breathe.
you just schlump around the airport in your Qantas jams?
First off, no one's schlumping in Qantas jams. People are sashaying. People are swishing.
Swishing.
People are turning heads, breaking necks, walking past the Chili's too, snapping every neck in that beer. Someone's in here with their El Presidente and their triple dippers, and here comes Wombat Jeff and his sachet, swishy, silken PJs from the Qantas Airlines.
Collection.
Who's that
2024.
girl? Another El Presidente, please. I'm feeling saucy. Excuse me, sir. Did you get those at the duty free? Nope. Qantas Airways. We're better than you. Just, he put on his oversized, like Jackie Onassis glasses, swept a scarf around his neck, pulling his rolling luggage.
Someone's pulling him as he sits on the rolling luggage.
He's one of the cart people. Me.
Right.
Walking past the smaller footprint of the Buffalo Wild Wings. You thought that was spicy.
Brandon. You're on a roll.
There comes the pepperoni grill people. Looking. Soup and a salad. Pfft, Marsupial and a salad. Who's ready?
It is my dream someday to wear Qantas PJs.
Did he bring them home? Are those?
No,
they don't
I
get
asked
them.
him.
They don't get them for take. Okay, well
He
that's
said
different.
You can.
Okay, I was about to say.
And I said, why didn't
I'm
you?
not trying to put on soiled
No.
Qantas PJs.
Here's the thing. He said they're long sleeved.
Yeah, these. What? Why did he not bring these home?
I don't know.
God, that's just the privilege talking. If someone gives me anything,
I'm taking it.
I'm hoarding it
Yeah.
for the rest of all time.
Listen, maybe one of these years when we get these kids raised and grown and flown,
Those are our Qantas PJ years.
that's what I'm saying. Maybe Jeff will have banked enough points where all four of us can fly B class to Sydney.
Don't make promises you can't keep.
I'm saying maybe.
Don't.
It's a hypothetical.
Don't. No, I didn't hear the maybe. I heard, baby, here's some Qantas PJs.
I heard maybe get these kids out of here.
Baby, let's go, baby. Wheels up, baby. Arms out, winds high. Wheels up. Clear eyes, full hearts, can't lose.
We'll all be sugar gliders in our jam.
Let's go.
Sugar gliders.
I quit everything. I'm done because
quit
that's all I want to do.
Man, that story needed to be told.
Yeah, it's top notch.
We're 18 minutes in. Okay.
Listen,
Wow.
what else has Jeff got going?
Well, he's home this week, so not that much.
Boring.
Okay, what you been up to this week or weekend?
Sleeping in my same holy gross,
Yeah.
see-through, threadbare, sheer t-shirts from 8th grade.
Translucent.
We're bordering on transparent. I'm a mesh tank top guy.
We can see your tattoos through the t-shirts quite clearly.
No.
That's when you know.
I get that a lot. Those are actually my nips. They are, people think they're tattooed on, but they're just very bold. Listen,
So inappropriate.
I'm a guy. So,
Inappropriate.
textbook guy humor. Listen,
Don't care for it.
My favorite part is that I just caught Ashley looking at the time.
Timestamp.
I'm not editing it.
Guys,
Listen,
so inappropriate.
it's not. But what have I been up to?
Big week for you.
Yeah,
Album release.
did
How was
that.
that?
It was good. It was really nice. People have been very supportive and very kind, and it's been good so far.
Yeah.
So far so good. It's always one of those things where it's like
I can't imagine it.
it's awful.
I can't imagine it. I really can't.
It's pretty terrible.
Yeah.
If we're being honest, but it's also not.
are.
But guys, this is when I look at the time because I'm going to edit out all of my honesty. I'm jokes.
Don't do it.
I'm not. No, it's terrible and it's anxiety inducing and awful, but also rewarding and fun. And it's one of those things, not to sound so lame, but it's just, you kind of have to do it because it's like you make the thing and you make it to share it, and you like, you do it because you feel like it's what you have to do. Otherwise you would feel incomplete with the process and all the things. But then at the same time, it brings with it a lot of like, bleh.
Totally. I feel that way every single Sunday that I teach.
And you do that way more often than I release music. So
And
sucks to be you.
That's why your girl struggles with the little anxiety.
That's why your girl needs the peach.
The PJs.
We all need the peach.
Well, it is a beautiful album.
Thank you.
And it's a big week also because your show's coming up on Saturday.
Yeah, which I will say this. I was incredibly, just because this is the first. So the way that these songs got made, guys, welcome to over-explanatory.
No, well, a lot of these listeners have been on the journey from the time, probably was back in September, where you were super honest one episode about struggling a little bit with some mental health things, some depression, and that kind of kickstarted this journey to this album.
Yeah, totally did.
Yeah.
And so the way these were made is I recorded a lot of the stuff here.
At the house.
Right here in the studio where we record.
Right here in this profession.
Guys, what I'm saying is if you haven't heard the record yet, do not, just because it's recorded in the same place, some of it, don't assume that it's as bad as this podcast is.
Please don't.
It's a little better. But recorded some of the stuff here and then went in with dear friend Michael Trepanier and young Ethan Neal and basically pieced these songs together and layered them up and did all this crazy instrumentation. So in my head, we came out with a really cool, super well orchestrated, really awesome sounding record that I'm very proud of.
Yes.
But then I stepped back from it and I'm like, so we've got to pull this off live, which is a lot of moving parts. And so I was very nervous about that, which jump forward to our first rehearsal for the show. Yeah. I don't know why I was ever nervous about it at all, because this group of gentlemen that I am very fortunate to play music with are all so good.
They're so good.
We played, and after our first run through, I was like, oh, this is going to be, this is going to work.
George Clooney is on.
It's on.
No, the Warm Hearts.
Yes.
Is that what we're calling it?
I don't know. It changes all the time. Okay. That's the fun thing. Our text thread that Weiser renamed is called Warm Farts.
Oh, Weiser.
I didn't do it, right?
It's because you are influenced.
It's because I wasn't fast enough to do it.
Right.
I was going to try, but he beat me to it. Right. But we rehearsed and it sounded great, and we're going to get another rehearsal in this week. Okay. Everybody's great. We got a horn section going in the songs. It's going to be so fun. It's going to be fun. Brass. Oh. But no, it's going to be fun. We're excited about it.
Is it this Saturday. Ska?
It's we made so many references to ska when we were rehearsing.
What a weird genre.
There was a period of time where we all pretended like it was okay.
Yeah.
We were all like, ska's fine. It was like that period of time where we all just have decided to forget the fact that everyone got really into swing dancing for like 8 months.
Totally.
What?
I will Jeff and I took lessons.
Okay, put a pin in that.
In college.
Got it. Put a pin in that.
We were pretty good.
Well, you were so money, you don't even know how money. Right. But ska's actually a thing right now. People are
it's back.
People are.
It probably never left. Underground ska.
It went underground. They changed it. It's called Ask now. Don't ask.
What?
I don't know. They rearranged the letters. But yeah, anyway, long story short, it's great. We're shows on this first. If you haven't pre-bought your tickets, buy them.
Yeah. Join us, guys. It's going to be fun.
We have limited edition t-shirts.
Oh, they're really good.
Must be present to get it. Thank you.
Yeah, they're really good.
I designed
and you did the artwork.
I will give credit where credit is due. I have multiple designs. I did hand draw that little guy after a picture I took, and then was going to make a shirt with him on it with some other stuff. But Lindsay was like, that's a cooler shirt. Just do him. Right. And I was like, okay. And I did it. Turned out right. She was right.
Skeleton with flowers.
It is.
It's beautiful. I love it.
It's great.
I'm getting one.
We got some stickers that might be getting produced. I don't know if they'll be there for the show, but we got those. We got the vinyl. It's going to be great. So anyway, there's my super lengthy plug for the show and for the record.
I'm so glad. I'm so excited.
And then this crazy contraption I have behind me is because I'm working up some solo stuff to do kind of the weird orchestration of the new record, because I might have a little run of solo dates coming up that might support it, and I might be doing a little thing out west.
Ooh,
Kind of fun.
I love that.
Yeah, so that might get announced at some point.
Okay. But yeah, guys, join us on Saturday night. If you're local, if you're coming into town, it's going to be so fun.
It's going to be great.
Yeah.
It's going to be great. And the opening bands are great, and they're going to be so fun. They're all like youthful and exuberant.
Yeah.
I brought them on so that I could like absorb their life essence and get energy from them.
Yep. We need it.
We need it. And one of the guys playing with us is from the opening band. His name is Sergio, and he's all the vibes.
I love it.
He's going to make us all cooler.
It's my goal for someone to be like, Ashley is all the vibes.
Well, you're some of them. Here's the thing.
You're like a few.
Guys, here's the
vibes.
thing. Here's the thing about vibes is there's a spectrum.
Yeah.
There's like,
There is.
there's good ones.
Right.
There's not so good ones.
There's anxious ones.
And Ashley's all the vibes. She's, you know, here's the thing. Have you guys seen the movie Inside Out? Guys,
There's a
Ashley,
new one. It's anxiety. Inside Out 2 has anxiety as a new voice in the head.
guys, this is our, just so you know, this is the episode
Yeah.
where we announce that Ashley has launched her voiceover career and she's playing anxiety in the new Inside Out movie. She did it, guys. She's going to fund the pod for the rest of all time
I don't
with her,
need this
with her
pod.
Inside Out. Yeah, gosh, bye.
It's only Qantas PJs from here on out, guys.
Wheels up. Wheels up. I've been anxious to tell you. I'm out.
Oh, man. Well, okay, another thing I want to circle back to. And you posted some tasty videos of yourself in a batting cage. Because you are prepping.
Can I tell you something? Of all the words, tasty is the one I would have used.
Really?
Nailed it. It was so tasty. Okay, well.
Air high five.
Okay.
Don't leave me.
You guys can't see it, but I'm very anxious about this high five.
He's doing it. But yeah, you're preparing for your baseball game, your charity baseball game
Yeah.
coming up in June.
This team's called the Dirty Birds.
The Dirty Birds.
We got a great logo. I'm going to get a hat out of the deal.
Oh, man.
It's great. Yeah, dear friend, and it's funny because I have it on my calendar as a recurring thing. Dear friend Michael Trepanier and I
Second mention.
went and hit balls at a batting cage the other day.
How long has it been for you? Since you've hit a baseball.
Since I was 25 maybe.
Yeah.
So like 2 years. So, but guys, it's so not that long, but in dog years, it's been a while. Yeah, we went and it was awesome. We rented out a cage, and then we had like a little sweet little like baseball date. We went and hit, and then when we went to neighborhood jam and debriefed over eggs.
Oh, that's
It's awesome. But
sounds great.
yeah, it's on my calendar as baseball stuff.
Liar, liar. Reference.
But
Watched it the other night.
we went and just hit balls. It was great. And Michael, I'm gonna give Michael some major flowers here. Dude hasn't swung a bat since little league.
Yeah.
Got in there, and once he got his timing, he's like such a technician when it comes to what he does professionally and the way he moves through the world. He's very detail oriented.
Yeah.
So I watched him each round. Like, oh, that worked. No, that didn't work. And he got better and better and better. By the last round, dude was tasty.
Great.
It was great. So,
And it was like muscle memory for you?
yes.
Yeah. I mean, because you've swung about hundreds of thousands of times.
Surprisingly and refreshingly, I'm relieved, because that was my big concern is like,
Sure.
because when you're a kid and you're like literally, I cannot talk about 10,000 hours. The number of times I swung a bat
So many.
is insane.
Yeah.
And you get so used to it. It's muscle memory. It's timing. You can see the ball. It's whatever.
Yep.
I was so terrified that I would step in and not have that.
Yeah.
But
you did.
I can still do it. So
Great. Were you super sore the next day?
I am super sore now.
That was 5 days ago.
You know, it's funny because we texted each other the next day. We were like, "How are you feeling?"
Bad.
And we were both like, "Not bad. It's great."
Oh.
But then the next day, we both texted each other. Yep.
Yeah.
There she go.
Feel that in the obliques.
There she feel that in my wombat wings. There she go. Sweep me to the can. But we're going this week and going to
Good.
keep at it. One thing we did say is we were like, dude, don't recall this being as physically taxing on the old cardiovascular. But whoa, baby.
Breathing heavy.
And we were like, dude, once this game's over, let's just do this every couple of weeks just as exercise because it's fun. And wow, was it a horde. It was a horde.
That's so fun, though, to reconnect with something.
Leos agrees.
I might take up another dance class.
I thought you were going to say I might start hitting baseballs.
I might start hitting baseballs.
Do it.
But speaking of something I haven't done in a while that I told you I was going to do on the last episode, played in the soccer game, the parents versus kids soccer game.
How'd that go?
You know what? We lost.
Okay.
Also,
did you legit lose?
Oh, just by one.
But it wasn't like.
No, we tried.
Okay, that was the question. Because sometimes parents will be like, "Oh, we'll let the kids have the day," but this was like a
there was trying.
Okay,
we
good.
Tried. Also, I do have a pretty good bruise right here, side of my leg.
Sure.
Because twice I blocked a kick from one of the strongest legs on the kids' team. Both of those blocks were accidental.
Sure.
But I did do it.
I don't see you.
And
I don't see you succeeding on purpose in soccer. Yeah,
No.
thank you for clarifying that. Just in life. God, what an absolute butthead thing to say to a person.
I will show you the yearbook from my senior year in which I was
likely to block a pass and get a bruise.
Most likely to succeed legitimately.
Ashley.
But not on the soccer field.
At 17, Ashley was voted most likely to bruise like a peach. Guys, and she is fulfilling her destiny.
I've succeeded.
The prophecy has been foretold
It has.
and fulfilled.
No, but this is what's so funny because I was very...
My neighbor
is mowing.
Is weed eating now.
Well, it's Memorial Day.
It's true. Guys, no, we're just joking. We piped this in just to make it feel authentic. Here.
It's summer on a plate.
Here come the chimes on the front porch.
Beautiful.
Get out of here, you kids. I keep this Frisbee now. These kids.
These kids. But it was like time stood still for both blocks. I can recall them right now.
No.
And they were corner kicks. And so, in a corner kick, I'm still learning the rules of soccer, P.S.
We all are. America still is. What's an offsides?
I don't know.
Stoppage time?
Yellow card.
Who's got it? That's a band from the 90s.
So, you're lined up in a corner kick to maybe try to block it when they're trying to kick it into the goal. Okay, right. So I'm standing there and I see Jade. She's an incredible player. Man, is she good. She kicks it real hard. And I know in my gut that it's coming right at me.
Sure.
And I said out loud, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. And I turned to the side and kind of picked up my leg and it just slammed so hard. Exact same thing happens next play.
Sure.
Yellow bruise.
Jade sounds like she's got it out for you.
Probably.
Hope's mom. Step aside, Hope's mom. Jade's coming in hot.
I get it. Anyway, we lost.
Yep.
And I'm glad it's over.
Yeah.
I do some things well. Soccer is not one of them.
That's okay.
It's okay. But you know what? I did it for my girl. I played.
Soccer, I will say this. Soccer is the thing. As we were talking about baseball, like me being like, haha, RIP to both my ACLs.
Yeah.
Soccer, that's the one. Because it's run, it's direction changing.
Talk about cardio.
Between that and pickup basketball, those are the two things that if I decided to be like, I could, those would be the places where I hurt myself. Yeah. Baseball, I think I can hit the ball and then be like, determine, should I run hard here? Should I not? Like I can pick and choose.
It's stop start.
I'm not going to play football.
No. Can you imagine parents v kids tackle football?
I would kill your children.
I know.
Because I don't have a stop button.
I know.
And I'm on a lot of performance enhancers.
I didn't expect that. Okay.
Uncle Roydy over here just coming in hot. Anabolic Brandon.
Yeah.
That's what they called me. Never.
Never.
But like soccer, I feel like I would love the idea of it. I would love the idea of basketball because it's run. And by the time you're done, you're so gassed. So it's a great workout. Yeah. But those are the things where I would try something stupid and hurt myself, I think. Probably.
Well, and it's so fast paced. You're not thinking, except when you go, oh no, oh no, oh no.
Yeah. You think get out of Jade's way. Right. That's what I think.
That's what I think every time.
Jade, I'm not stepping in front of anyone named Jade when they got a soccer ball in front of them.
She's so good. I will say that there are some parents on the team who are actually good soccer players, and you know that in their day they were excellent soccer players,
Sure.
but even still, pretty good. I was not among them.
Nope, no. You were the
But I played.
you were
guys.
the
I played.
you were the dandelion kid.
The dancer. Well, yes.
You were the kid who, when the game's raging on,
Picking flowers.
where's our midfielder? She's over here making wishes on a dandelion.
She's picking a bouquet for her mom.
She's over here wishing to be first chair viola while she blows on her dandelion.
Violin.
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter now.
Sure does.
Ding, 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 ding. Tequila.
Listen to a past episode to hear that story, guys. I don't know which one.
Or don't. We're not your boss.
Or don't. So this week again, I feel like we lived a lifetime in the week, especially since Jeff was in Australia and I was managing all the things.
Due to time changes, he potentially did live a lifetime in the week. We don't know. That's 7 hours? It could have been 70.
It was.
We don't know.
Alternate reality. But we did the egg drop where you throw the egg off the school.
Classics are classics for a reason.
It survived.
Awesome.
Our egg survived.
What?
We named him Pubert.
Asking for a friend. What's up with that egg?
He's okay.
No, like, you got plans for it?
No, we had to throw him away.
Could I? Oh,
He survived,
Come
and
on.
then they make you throw him in a trash
what
bag.
is
so
the
you don't
point?
break him in the school.
What is the point of an egg drop if your uncle can't eat it after?
I know. I don't know. I don't know if those
Guys,
eggs
I'm
have
out of
been
here.
Refrigerated.
Guys, I'm out of here.
He's taking
This,
off his
this is
headset.
this is it for me.
They probably hadn't been refrigerated. You don't
They don't
want
have to
those
be.
cracking on the blacktop. You don't want those cracking in the desk.
What's cracking on the blacktop? That's my new catchphrase.
I like it. It's so good.
Jay-Z's new hit single, What's Cracking on the Blacktop. It's not as gangster as it sounds. He's talking about the egg drop at his child's school.
Yeah, on a hot day in May. So we did that. I want to tell this story because this is akin to, it's reminiscent of the harmonica playing cowboy at the ice rink.
Sure, well, strap in then.
So on the last day of school, I'm driving to
That
pick
guy's
up,
in jail now, by the way. He's killed 12 people.
update,
You escaped. You're the footnote in the murder doc.
and he made eye contact with me. I was marked.
Oh, he clocked you. You were cracking on the blacktop.
I was getting hurled off the school.
You were the egg in the drop.
Yeah, it was. Okay, so I'm driving to pick up Harrison on Danforth, right?
Engle?
Harrison Engle, the very one.
Sorry, just,
My oldest child, who I won't be driving to pick up next year because he'll be driving.
I know.
And I could cry about it. But anyway,
Do it.
because car time is talk time. And once they start driving, you don't get that anymore. And I don't know when he's going to talk to me. Probably never.
Well, that's a good thing you understand that.
Yeah, I know.
You're done.
I know.
It's over.
Okay, so I'm driving to pick him up on Danforth. And the train, man, that train.
Go
The
ahead.
timing of it,
Yeah.
right before school, right before pickup.
It's just for you.
It is.
You're getting really Truman showed. They have to set up the next set for you before you get there.
Oh my! Oh, wow, that would be an incredible.
It's a good
incredible
it's a
set
good
change.
device.
It is. So, and it literally runs right beside the school. So, I'm driving to pick him up, and I'm stopped at the train. Who comes walking down the sidewalk, right next to my car?
I don't know.
A juggler.
Oh man, I wish it was a juggalo. I got so excited when I heard the first syllable.
Sorry to let you down. No. Don't let it be lost that a person.
What was he juggling? Balls?
Yes.
Bowling pins? Chainsaws. Okay.
Balls.
So he's like the low end of the juggling
Totally,
spectrum.
but that's not something you see every day.
3 balls?
Yes.
Okay.
While walking down the sidewalk. And he gets to the train and just stops there, stands there and juggles while the train just passes. There are so many cars, bumper to bumper.
Did he have like a tip jar?
No.
Or was he just juggling for the passion of juggling?
Juggling for the passion.
Dude,
and he
I
waited
love-
for the train to pass, and then he just crossed the tracks and kept going.
You love to see it. You love to see someone pursuing their passions.
What is with all of these old-fashioned skills on display in public in our town? Harmonica?
Sure.
Juggling.
Dude,
Churning butter.
when I see a
haven't
dude,
seen that.
when I see a dude churning butter on a unicycle, I'm gonna get real excited.
We're in a time warp.
Just a dude playing a kazoo while churning butter on a unicycle.
Yes.
With a handlebar mustache and a spinning bow tie.
A 19th century bathing costume
Juggalo makeup.
with spats.
Spats. Golly.
Oh no, the garter belts.
Yeah.
That men wear to hold up their socks.
Yeah. With the shorts, yeah. So that you see, the elastic wasn't invented yet.
Suspenders.
Where you going, to school?
Gotta wait on this train.
And then just right when the train's gone,
This iron horse.
you see two like drifters just on one of those pump carts behind it. Just a bindle over one shoulder and a can of beans on the boil. Here we go. Cross country pumping.
This is what's next in our town, I'm telling you.
And then they just pass by and they go, juggler. And he goes, drifters. And they just whip straight
Yes.
past.
I don't know. It was just not the thing I expected to see.
You don't ever wake up and expect a juggler.
No.
Has any, unless you're
Public.
just public juggling is rarely a thing that you wake up. You don't swing your feet off to the side of your bed on a Tuesday and think,
Today's the day.
I'm going to see a juggler by the train tracks. You do think I'm going to see a juggalo by the train tracks because that's primarily where they hang out.
It probably is.
Under bridges, by train tracks, at the Porta Johns. This is where juggalos hang out. I watched another documentary about juggalos the other day.
Can't stop.
I listened to a
stop
3-hour
won't stop.
podcast about them the other day. I'm obsessed with juggalos. I don't know if I'm developing some weird Stockholm syndrome type situation where I actually am like becoming a juggalo.
Probably not. I don't think that's it.
I just ordered so much grease paint off of Amazon.
Wow.
And I'm a Prime subscriber.
Well,
So it'll be here. Doorbell rings.
bing,
And it's here. Whoop, whoop. I'm obsessed with it.
I know. You always have been.
I can't, it's only getting worse
I can't stop.
or better, depending on how you look at it.
Speaking of, what was it? Blacktop Kraken?
What's cracking on the blacktop? Or blacktop cracking's not bad either.
Speaking of that, welcome to Youth Slang Corner.
Let's go.
As we close out the school year, I want to put a stamp on the biggest slang of the school year.
Okay.
This is according to Asher Engle, my now 7th grader.
Okay.
He's in the know.
He's in the thick of it.
He's in the know.
He's right in the thick of it.
The other evening, it was just Asher and me because Jeff was in Australia, Hope was somewhere, Harrison was somewhere. It's just my middle guy and I, which doesn't happen. My middle guy and me, it doesn't happen very often.
Thank you for correcting that. I was literally taking a breath to correct you.
No, you were. And we picked up some salad and go.
Sure.
We were just chatting at the kitchen table, and he said, "Mom, the biggest slang of the year is this," and he just came out with it. I didn't ask.
Okay.
Obviously, Riz. We
Okay.
know it. Duh.
And the way the cycle goes now, it feels like Riz has got to be kind of downward trending.
But it's here. It's out.
It's got to feel like it's on its way out.
But it's not.
It's got to be soon.
Probably before the start of the school year, it will fizzle.
Feels like it'll rizzle.
It'll rizzle.
It feels like it's going.
Something will come in its place.
And I've got my finger on the pulse, guys. I know youth things.
Yeah, you're about to have a middle school yourself.
It's true.
So Riz, we haven't talked about these last two. Cooking,
Oh, I use cooking.
which means doing great.
Yeah, or doing anything of any sort.
Cooking. Now we're cooking.
Yeah.
You're really cooking. Or
Or like
opposite of cooking.
who let my man cook? Check out my man over here cooking. This is the way. Now we're cooking. That's something that a peepaw says whenever.
That's something a railroad juggler says.
Yes. Now we're cooking with gas. Juggler, drifters, fancy a bean.
Top of the morning.
Top of the what day is it? Anyways,
So, what do you think the opposite of cooking is
pooping.
in youth slang?
Okay, cooking. Like the bad thing.
The opposite.
Let's see.
When I say it, you're going to be like, "Oh yeah, that fits." Not because it fits with cooking, but just the meaning of it.
He's over there doing the dishes.
No, selling.
Dumb.
No, I like it.
No, it's dumb.
That means you're doing bad.
Yeah, it's dumb. Well, that slang is selling. So,
Yeah. Anyway.
and I'm
so
cooking.
Those are the top 3 slang words according to Asher of 2024 school year. Riz, selling, cooking.
Selling is sucks.
Anyway.
Cooking, I like. Riz, I have accepted that it exists. Selling,
I like selling. I like it. How is your algorithm?
have you seen Strong Man for Jesus? He just chops things and goes, The one I saw today is he had an egg in his hand and he just crushed it.
Ooh, that's hard to do. I tried to do that the other night with Pubert when we were practicing for the egg drop.
He used his fingertips. He worked around.
You have to.
And then after he does anything, he goes, "That's what I want to do to the devil. Yeah." That's it. That's his whole thing. And
That cooks.
it sells and cooks.
I like it.
I'll tell you one thing.
As someone in the ministry.
It does not rizz.
I like it.
But it's just funny. And it,
Following.
yeah, I just, that's what I want to do to the devil. Yeah. Comedy.
Same.
I get a lot of the I think you should leave sketches. I just exchanged them with Jeff today, in fact. A ton of 80s and 90s stuff. I sent you one yesterday that Lindsay sent
stuff.
me. It was that claymation. I can't remember her name off the top of my head, but it was like core memory for me. I was like, oh my gosh. It was.
Oh.
What's her name? I can't think of it, but I sent it to you yesterday, and it was.
I haven't seen it yet.
I watched it, and it was like just. I was
right back.
I was right back. I was right back to Crunch Bar City.
Yeah.
Sitting in the 80s den.
Yeah. Paneling.
Crunch bars. Concentrate orange juice.
Spaghettios.
Anyway, that's my
Grape
algorithm.
nuts.
Grossest. It's like
I like
chewing.
grape nuts.
It's like chewing on gravel is what a grape nut is.
Chewing's good for you. I was
What?
listening to a podcast.
What?
I was listening to a podcast the other day with the author of Breath, that book I talked about last time. I forget his name. I'll reference it in a minute, but our jaws have become weak,
Sure.
and chewing is good for you. And so foods like grape nuts are good for you.
Chewing is good for you. The more you chew. Guys, listen. Speaking of slang.
Okay.
No, quiet. Are we cowabunga on this? Listen to me
I'm
while we talk.
Yeah. Two-wheeler.
Speaking of cooking,
Okay.
speaking of Riz,
Okay.
speaking of selling,
Okay.
you know one that you hear a lot that is in the vein of cooking? Cooking to me is like if someone's doing something cool, oh, he's cooking or whatever.
Yeah.
But if someone like looks really like good in their outfit, or if they're like got confidence or they're doing something, they're eating. Or if you saw a girl in an outfit, you'd be like, Anne Hathaway ate at the Met Gala.
Yes. Yeah.
I love that that's the location and the person that I picked for this slang. Because it probably would be like Doja Cat ate over at the Porta Johns at Coachella.
Yes.
But Anne Hathaway eating at the...
Ate. I have heard that one too.
Yeah. Anyway.
I don't think that's made its way into the middle schools.
Guys, chewing's good for you. Guys,
Eat grape nuts.
guys, chew.
Get some grape nuts.
Chew your grape nuts in good health.
And in good faith.
Chew your grape nuts, you weak jaws.
Yeah. Because this is what I'd like to do to the devil.
Because I'm cooking and Daddy ate. Devil, yeah.
Okay. There's a new guy in my algorithm. You may have seen him. It starts with a W, but it's Holy What the...
Okay.
That's his Instagram
Okay.
or TikTok or whatever. It's where he fills a fish tank, a big one, full of food items, and then eats them. Now,
Yep.
I haven't yet figured out if it is time lapse. It looks time lapse, but I'm sure he stops and empties some of them out. There's no way. that
Does he
man
eat the
could
whole tank?
Yes.
Worth? Whoa.
Yes. And the comments are like, "Is he eating all of this?
Does
He's
it cut?
editing it."
Does it cut between shots? Because a lot of people who do eating stuff, it's like they'll take a bite and then it cuts.
No, it's a time lapse.
Dang.
And so I don't know if he's just a really good editor.
Or a really good eater.
I don't know. Or both.
He's a good eater and editor.
He's cooking.
He ate.
But there's all kinds of stuff. The one I saw was strawberries. There's no way. And it's one of those huge tanks like what you used to
Like a
keep your Oscar
55, like a
fish.
55-gallon tank of
Yes.
strawberries.
I'll send it to you. I'll post it on the roundup on Friday.
That's too many strawberries.
I know.
I'm not a doctor.
I know.
I do know that chewing is good for you, but I'm not a doctor.
Right.
That's too many strawberries.
Far too many.
You're going to develop strawberry poisoning. That's a real thing.
Allergies.
It's in Australia. It's a real thing. Dozens of people suffer from strawberry poisoning every year.
Every year.
And there's a fish tank shortage. Guys,
So don't do it.
the world's lost.
I am also in the weirdest one that I've been in since otters. And it's the crochet shrimp. There are multiple.
That's weirder than
accounts
otters.
Of
That's way weirder than otters.
It is, but I'm saying I've been pigeonholed into this algorithm with crocheted shrimp.
Shrimp hold.
I know. It's so bizarre. Anyway, I also saw this meme the other day in my algorithm that said it's a game where you take a movie title and you replace one word of the movie title in order to just change the meaning to a whole different movie.
I've seen these, yeah.
Have you seen that?
Yeah, I mean, I don't remember what it was, but I remember laughing at the premise of it.
Right. And so I don't know if we want to play that at some point.
I would love to play that.
Okay. What's a movie title?
Someone came real prepared for this.
All the movie titles I'm thinking of right now are one word or another word, and that's not fun.
Yeah. That's so, guys.
So I can't.
This is the level of research that goes into this podcast.
Anyway, you know what? Let's save this for next time because I do want to do a little movie talk.
Okay.
Welcome to Movie Talk Corner.
Yes.
I have really been wanting to go to the movies lately. 2 times a year, I really want to go to the movies. Summertime, because it's hot out. You go in a movie. It's cool. It's dark. It's delightful in a movie theater in the summer. Also the holidays. Those are the 2 times. But the movies that I'm most excited about in the upcoming year, and I'm going to start the year with the summer. Let me live.
Sure. Well, it's summertime. Summer on a plate.
Summer on a plate. I'm super excited for the movie version of Wicked.
Okay.
Comes out Thanksgiving. Ariana Grande.
is in it.
And I think she's going to be, and I don't know how familiar you are with Wicked. Probably not much. Have you seen it?
Talk about being pigeonholed.
Have you seen it? Are you selling?
I'm eating. I attend Wicked sing-alongs in full makeup.
No, you don't.
I'm a juggalo for Wicked. I'm a wuggalo. That's what I do.
You are. But, Kristen Chenoweth played the original Glinda.
Oklahoma's own Kristen
Good Witch,
Chenoweth.
and she's fantastic. She has a very unique persona.
Yes.
And she has her voice, her little speaking voice, but then this powerful singing operatic voice. I think Ariana Grande is going to play this a little bit differently, maybe a little bit understated from what I can see from the previews. And I think it's going to be kind of a cool change.
Here's one thing I will say about Ariana Grande. She actually, as an actor, a child actor, she actually she's a very good impressionist of other singers. She's very good at that.
So good when she does that with Jimmy Fallon.
So I feel like she could probably find her own version of what Chenoweth does without over Chenowething it.
Yes.
But also like being in that vein, because that's what made people that's what made me fall in love with Wicked. As a wuggalo, I'm in the orchestra pit. I'm here. Yeah. I'm moshing hard.
Yes.
I'm between the bassoons and the timpanis, and I'm just throwing bows. I'm so excited.
You're defying gravity.
Is that from Wicked?
It is.
Guys, I knew that joke because I'm a wuggalo. I knew that what's from Wicked.
But I'm super excited about that one. Cynthia Erivo.
Let It Go. Is that from Wicked?
No, that's Frozen.
That was a test. I knew that.
Okay.
As a wuggalo.
No, but
I'm also a
both.
froyo. I love Frozen. I've never seen it. Did you know that about me?
That's unfortunate because it's great.
Ben saw it for the first time the other day.
It's great.
Without me.
It's great. I'm also excited for the new Beetlejuice.
Same.
They just released the preview.
I mean,
it is the sequel.
Yeah.
Which I thought, are they going to redo the first one? Because don't do that.
No, but the fact that they have Michael Keaton back is ridiculous.
And Winona and
Wednesday
is playing the young girl.
Ortega. What's her first name?
Jenna
Ortega.
And then also...
she was really good on Hot Ones. Have you seen her episode of Hot Ones?
No.
Stoic. Handled it like it was nothing.
Of course she is.
She handled it how Wednesday Addams would handle it.
Mm-hmm. Of course she did.
Nothing.
She was method.
Dragon's breath.
Also, okay, that's coming out, I think, September 6th.
Okay.
But do you know what else is set to release September 6th? At least this is what I found. It could be a misprint. But the new Edward Scissorhands. Why would they do that on the same day? Tim Burton, why would you do that?
Battle of the Burtons.
Battle of the Burtons. Gotta be incorrect.
You can't do that.
That's a bad move.
That's
selling before you even open.
That's bad Burton. You don't want to go Burton to Burton.
No, you don't. What you been watching, reading, or listening to quickly?
If
you don't have anything, that's okay, because I have a lot.
Do you?
Mm-hmm.
Then, yeah.
Okay. Crindy reviews.
Oh, I watched Unfrosted. Did we talk about that? I don't know. Go ahead.
You did talk about that.
Yes, go. You're up.
I
It's your
watched
turn.
it too. It's great. Watch Unfrosted, guys. It's a delight on Netflix.
Netflix.
We finished it last night. It's great.
So fun.
So many great people in that.
So fun.
Crindy reviews, guys. We haven't done one of these in a while, and we actually don't have her permission to do this,
We're doing it anyway.
but we're going to. Crindy reviews The Fall Guy.
Yeah.
She and Dad went to see this for their anniversary. This is what she texted to Brandon
It's a good review.
and me. She says, just saw Fall Guy, 5 out of 10. Great stunts, but the grandkids could have written a better script.
Burn.
Ryan Gosling is a funny goofball,
But he's selling.
but Emily Blunt knows better.
That's harsh words.
That was her review of The Fall Guy.
I mean, she was very upset. Not
was
enjoy.
upset about
That's right there with Harry's review, which was yesterday. Was exactly this. Have you guys seen The Fall Guy? I said no. He said, "Don't."
Don't.
That was it.
And what a shame, because I love both of those actors.
Well, she should know better.
She should know better. Ryan's a funny goofball. The other night we watched Soul Surfer, the kids and I. Have you seen this 2011 masterpiece
If it's not Blue Crush, it's not for me.
starring Anna Sophia Robb?
Who?
Dennis Quaid plays the dad. Helen Hunt plays the mom. Carrie Underwood plays the youth pastor. And that's all you need to know.
Is this the girl who got her arm bit off?
Yes,
Okay.
Bethany Hamilton.
Sorry, spoiler alert, guys.
It's the story of Bethany Hamilton, which actually is an incredible and inspiring story.
Yeah.
She's amazing. I did a deep dive because I remember when that happened. But this movie, guys, this movie is not good.
Listen,
It's 7 out of 10 on IMDb.
dude, it's the old Hollywood saying, though. If it's got a Quaid, it's getting made. And that's the thing. I'm going to see a Quaid movie. I saw In Good Company twice.
Oh, well, maybe you should watch Soul Surfer.
I'll watch it.
Because the surfing scenes are amazing because I read the actual Bethany Hamilton does the scenes. Anyway, we did watch.
I'll tell you this right now.
Okay.
If I am in the water and a shark bites my arm off while I'm surfing,
Yes.
you're not getting me back in the water
Right.
on a surfboard.
And that's what she did.
The fact that she did
And
is
is cooking.
she's cooking. I'm selling my surfboard. And I'm over here in the beachside cafe eating fish tacos.
Crocheted shrimp.
I'm just over here because I'm not getting back in the water.
I know, and she did.
She did.
And she, not only that, but she competes and is a pro and is amazing.
Super impressive.
And she's raising her kids to be surfers, I think. You know?
You got to think the odds of it happening again are just so astronomical, but I just think mentally I would have a hard time getting past that.
I will say the shark attack scene, it was very brief, but it was good. The CGI was good. Because, then they had to show her with no arms.
Sure, Carrie's not signing on to anything with bad CGI.
Carrie
Have you
is a
seen?
tremendous musician.
Yeah.
Acting, oh man, what's your warm heart?
My warm heart is all the support of the record, and specifically I got a review written in the Oklahoma Free Press.
Man, that was a great review.
Unbelievable. Like, best review I've ever
It was so
read.
thoughtful.
Unbelievable. Anyway, what's yours?
Mine was last night, time together. So good to be together for all those hours after a busy season.
I'm adding that to mine. I had a stacked week of warm hearts.
Yeah, you did.
Next week's going to be terrible.
Oh.
Bye.
Bye.